Awesome. We're good for both live streams.
Awesome. Thank you. And we'll just switch the camera over and then I'll get started. Perfect. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Megan. Thank you for coming to Thursday's workout, whether you're new here or you're regular. I'm with Ocean Rehab and Fitness, and we do workouts every Thursday on Zoom for about 50 minutes. And today we're going to be focusing on a little bit of breathing, just to get into the body, start working a little bit into those deeper core muscles, believe it or not, and those accessory breathing muscles. And then we're going to get into a little bit of deep core, and then primarily getting that heart rate up as much as we can today. So we're going to be doing a bit of what we call cardio. Okay, before we get started, I just want to post in the chat here, a client slash friend of mine is doing a performance dance, sits very close in my heart. So she's in an amazing, she's part of All Bodies Dance Project, which is like all abilities, people living with physical disabilities. I believe there's also some cognitive disabilities in there. I might be corrected on that. But it's a fabulous dance company and they put amazing shows on. So I'm just going to put it in the chat, the information for that. If anybody wants to go to that, it's completely free. And the group is just fantastic. So if you're looking for something that's entertaining and outside, it's in the chat for you. Okay, but here we go. So we're going to get started with that breath work. So how we get started here, actually, before we do that, I'm just going to give everybody a heads up of what they need for equipment. So we only really need one ball, but I just wanted to show for anybody that has this bender ball, some of you I know use it in between your knees. So they do a bit of this, right, to keep the hips nice and square. So if you have a bender ball and you are somebody that likes to put this in between your knees, then I recommend getting one other type of object, like a ball or something that you can hold, so that we can keep that ball at the knees, okay? Otherwise, you just need one. It doesn't have to be a ball. It can be a water bottle. It can be a stuffed animal. It can be anything. Basketball, whatever you have, just something kind of light that you can handle with nicely without any slipping of the hands. Okay, if you have the bender ball, please have that to place in between your knees for a lot of the work we're doing. Okay, and then I will request us having a band. We're probably just using it in our warm-up today, not much else. So not your heaviest band, probably on the lighter side. Okay. And then, oh, thank you, Angela, for putting the link there. And then last but not least, we have our trusty dowel. So if you don't have a dowel, it can be a broomstick, a dead hockey stick, it can be a dragon boat paddle, whatever it is that you have. And please just make sure that it is like wider than your shoulders. That's all I ask, okay? So getting into it, posture. So while we're doing our breath work, it's really hard to get really deep breathing when we're kind of slouched. So if you're someone that has like a big dump in your chair, or you're in like a lazy boy or something doing this workout, let's bring ourselves up. And you're going to prop either something behind you. So I always show, for me, with my foam roller, because this would be like a nice way to prop myself up on my couch, right? If you were in like a regular, like just like a dining room chair or something like this, or a yoga block might be better. Okay, but make sure that we're sitting tall. We don't want to be back here. So whatever you need to do to get yourself propped up, some of us might even want to use a chest strap, okay, for this, and that's fine. Okay, so get into that position, get yourself nice and tall. Feet are on the floor, and they're solid on the floor, okay? So we're going to get right into the body. I want both hands on the tummy. Okay, if you want to have your eyes closed, sometimes it's easier to concentrate on the breath that way. Nobody can see you, so it's okay. Go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we'll have hands here and just gaze forward. Okay, we're going to take a big inhale, and I want you to inhale through the belly. So you can see when I did that inhale, my belly expands. So we want to try and get that big inhale Hold for a second at the top, and then easy exhale. And I want you to feel that belly just kind of sink in towards your spine. Okay, so inhale. Hold for 1 second at the top, and exhale. Let it sink in, okay? And again, we're going to do 10 of these. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. And again. Okay, and hold. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. And again, good. This will be 5. Inhale. Think of a balloon expanding in your belly. 1 second, hold. And easy exhale. And again, inhale. Hold. And exhale. Good. Last 3, everybody. Inhale. Hold for 1 second. And exhale. And again, hold, or sorry, inhale. Hold. And exhale. And last time. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Very nice. Okay, we're going to add on. So that targets a lot of our accessory breathing muscles and part of our core, which is our diaphragm, right? That's the muscle we're feeling expand, right, in our low belly, as opposed to chest breathing, where we're using mostly just the lungs. Okay, so we're going to expand on that. So it's the same inhale. Okay, I just want to make sure everybody can see. Same inhale, and then on the exhale, instead of letting everything just sink in casually or relax, like in just a passive way, I want you to think as if there was a string to your belly button and someone behind you was pulling that belly button like back into the couch. So we're going to inhale, belly expands, and now on your exhale, draw the abdominals in. So you can see how everything in here kind of got wrinkly on my shirt. So inhale, expands, right? Exhale, draw everything in. Yes. Okay, here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Draw everything in. And inhale. And exhale. Might be helpful to have your hands on your waist too. And inhale. And exhale. Good. 4 more here, everybody. Inhale. And exhale. Draw it in. Good. This is 2. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Good. Okay. So that breathing is something we want to think about when we're doing all of our crazy movement, whether it's big or fast or slow. We want to try and have that stability in our core. So getting that breath, getting the TVA activation, that belly button drawing in, that can create a lot of stability for the body. Okay, so here we go. Let's go right into some cat-cow. Incorporate that breath while you do this movement. So tucking the chin, rounding down, all the way down until you can't go anymore. We're trying to make a big mountain out of the upper back. And we slowly roll up. Hands go behind you, shoulder blades in your back pockets, and you're going to make a C curve out of your back the other way. And awesome. Take a deep breath. We're going to do that again. And tuck the chin. We have 5 of these today. All the way down, slowly rolling down. And take a deep breath to slowly roll up. Hands behind you, eyes to the sky, shoulder blades in your back pockets, heart up to the ceiling, and take a deep breath here. Transitioning again. This will be your number 3. Tuck that chin, rounding in the spine, all the way down. And we slowly roll up. Make sure your feet are still flat on the floor. Hands behind you, eyes to the sky, heart up, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Deep breath here. 2 more, everybody, as a group. Here we go. And tuck that chin, rounding in the spine. Okay, modifying anything you need to. So if you can't roll all the way down because you have rods in your back, then you're just going to do what you can. Work with the range that you have. Slowly rolling up, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Reach your heart up to the ceiling. Make a big C curve the opposite way of what you just did in the forward fold. Deep breath. And I think we have one more. Tucking that chin, rounding in the spine, all the way down. You should look at your shin bones, looking at your kneecaps. Slowly come on up. Last extension here, hands behind you, eyes to the sky, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Take a deep breath. This feels really nice, right? We don't ever really do this position, so enjoy this. Always try and end on that spinal extension when you can, not the rounding forward, because that's where we typically have no problem being, right? It's this position that feels a bit foreign, but it feels really good. Okay, awesome. Taking our eye gaze. So we're going to look over to the side and then over to the other side. We're not stopping in the center today. So you're just going straight across and straight across. Keep that tall posture. And then we're going to take the eyes up, up, and then tuck the chin, not stopping in the center. 2, and 3. Nice and easy with the neck movements. Last one. And then we're going to do a tilt for this last one. So you're going to keep looking at the front monitor, keep that chin slightly tucked, tilt, ear to the shoulder, and come on back up. And tilt. And again. And 8. Last 2. And again, now we're going to do one shoulder at a time. So right shoulder only, if you're mirroring me, or left. And you're going to roll it forward, just one. Try not let the other shoulder do any work. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. And then we take the same shoulder coming backwards 1. Only the one side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lots of new names today. 7, 8. Good. 9, 10. And then we go to the other side. For those of you that are new into this class, reminder, you can always write in the chat if you have a question or a comment about what we're doing, or even if it's like specific to you and your abilities. Totally always welcome comments. So please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or comments about anything today. And good, reversing it. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. These are pretty quick. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we're going to reciprocate. So one shoulder is going to go down. This is a little bit of coordination here, right? Left brain talking to each other. And you're going to reciprocate. So one's down, one's up, and we're rolling the shoulders forward. Boom. Boom. Good. This is 4 and 3 and 2, and then we take it the other way and 1. Looks easier than it is. 4 and 6. This is 7, 8. Feel those shoulders working. 9 and 10. Good. Taking those arms out. Shoulders are not engaged anymore. Keep them away from those ears. Nice big bear hugs. Hug yourself like you love yourself. 3 and 4. 6 8 9 10. Awesome. And now we're going to reach up, straight up to the ceiling. Pull an imaginary rope down. Straight up to the ceiling. Okay, I am looking at my hand, but if you have neck issues or you're just feeling really tight up in the trap area, don't look up. Just keep looking at the monitor. I'm not picky, okay? Awesome. 2 more here, everybody. And now we're going to go into our rotation. So we're going to rotate, tap over your shoulder, look over your shoulder, other side. Nice. And 6 and 7. Make sure you're not getting any wiggle parties in the hips here. Hips are staying still in your chair. 2 more. And awesome. Okay, now we're going to do reaches. So it's like you're going to grab something from the top corner of the room. So reach to the corner, and then you're going to pull it down, and you're going to take it to the other side. So I'm going to go right down. Move this down a little bit. Okay, and then I start on that side. So reach something, come across your body, and it's like you're going to put it down on the floor. Okay, we're doing this with a lifted chest. So we're keeping that chest lifted. I'm not rounding down if I can help it. Up and cross. Up and cross. Good. Up, big reach, trying to make big shapes in space. Up and cross. Almost there. 1 and 2 and 3. Last one. 4 and good. All right, rotator cuff work. Here we go. Arms are out. Tiny little circles coming back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then reverse it. And 1, 2. Keep those arms up. 4. Breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring them down. For 3, we're doing that again. 2, 1. Bring those arms up. Backwards. 1, 2, 3. Keep breathing. 4, 5. Stretch those elbows. 7, 8, 9. Other way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring those arms down. Awesome. Okay, I think we're all basically probably warm. So go ahead and grab your band. Get a sip of water if you need it. For those of you that came in late, we need a band, some type of like light ball, like so. I just have 2 because sometimes it's nice to put one in between your knees and then use another one, and then a dowel. That's all we need today, okay? So starting with our band, external shoulder rotations. We're going to do 1 arm at a time. So I'm just going to use this hand for stability. I'm the anchor point. So I'm just holding the band in here. It doesn't matter however you want to hold it. You can make a loop. You can just like wrap it like I'm doing. And then the arm that's doing the work is going to be this other arm. So this hand's holding the band. I prefer you to hold it like this so that our hand is neutral, or palm up. If you don't like that, or it's hard for some reason, have your palm up. Okay? We're going to think of something being at our elbow, right at our rib cage. and we're not going to let it go in this movement. So this hand is holding still. This arm is going to be here, and you're going to externally rotate and pull that band without letting, you can see this elbow, it's not migrating away from my body, okay? Here we go. Sometimes it's even helpful to put, like, if you have a rolled up towel or something, like I'm using a phone, it's helpful to put something there so that you can't drop it. Okay, just a little hint. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and we're gonna do 10 on each side. 1. Okay, tall posture is key. So if you're not in that tall as can be posture, that's step 1. Okay. And 6, 7, awesome. 8, and 9, and then just 10, good. If you're somebody that needs a little more stability, you can put your hand, like, you can wheel up to a table and put your hand on the table and do this along that. Or if you can even put your hand down, it can go a little lower if you need to do that too, okay? All right, other side. So I'm setting myself up on the opposite side. Okay. Here we go. So elbow in, keep that at the rib cage, nice and tall. 3, 2, and 1. Externally rotate and in. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Good. Okay. One last one to superset that with. This time you're going to have the band with nothing in it, unless you need to loop it again. Okay. And we're going to have palms down and arms are straight out. Okay. Start with your hands a little wider than your shoulders. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2. You're going to break the band across the chest and then extend it back where it was. Okay. If you need to bend your elbows a little bit just for stability reasons, that's fine. We're focusing on that shoulder blade squeeze at the back. And relax. Awesome. Okay, we're doing all of this one more time before we get into our cardio circuits. Okay, so get a little sip of water if you need it. Questions are welcomed. I'll give you a couple seconds to set up. And then we're doing each side external shoulder rotation one more time, and then a band pull apart for the last one. Okay, so this is why I wanted the band to be kind of light. We're hitting little tiny muscles in the back and the rotator cuff, which is what stabilizes your shoulder. So lighter to medium band is preferred. All right, setting up. Here we go. 3, 2, and sitting up tall. 2. So imagine your shoulder blade along your back gliding this movement. And again. And that was 10. Good. Okay, I'm switching sides. Set yourself up. Okay, getting ready. I totally planned my outfit today with my band. Just kidding. All right, here we go. It's not hard to have a lot of greens and turquoise in my life. 3, 2, and 1. Open. And 2. So try not let the stabilizing hand move. Try not let yourself pull it with the hand. We want to keep that anchor point. And this is 9. And again, that is your 10. Good. Okay, take that away. Palms are down. Hands are a little wider on the band than your shoulders. Okay, here we go. Chest height, so right in the middle of the chest. 3, 2, sitting up tall. 1, pull the band apart, break it at the chest, and back. 7. And this will be 10. And take a little break. Awesome. Okay, bands aside, you're done with those for today. Go ahead and grab your dowel. We're going to do some intervals. So I'm going to be setting a timer. I like using timers for cardio because then we're not pressured on repetitions because everybody's kind of at different paces and probably doing a little bit different modifications for each. So I like the timer because it allows us to really focus on our own movement and what we're really doing, and there's no pressure to get so many done. Okay, because the goal is just to keep moving. So I just want you to keep moving. Tempo is going to be totally different for everybody. I'm just an example. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is a kayak with an overhead press. So if you have overhead pain, which means if it's hard to get your hands above your head like this and you have shoulder pain, you don't need to do the press. You can just keep doing kayaks. Okay, otherwise we're going to do a kayak. So we're driving the dowel down. I'm a terrible example because I do this on the couch. So ideally you'd want to drive the dowel down like into the floor, but I'm hitting the couch. So I'm going to be showing you the movement, but I'm keeping it shallow. Okay, and then rotate, and then from that second side you're going to rotate and come up. And then you keep going in the same direction you were going in. 1, oops, there goes the timer. 2, and up. 1, 2, and up. Okay, so the reason why we're doing the same direction is because next time we're going to switch directions the next round we do. So remember which way you're always leading in the movement. Okay, so 1 minute. If you don't like the overhead, don't do it. Just do plain kayaks back and forth. This dowel is longer than I'm used to. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. You're on the clock. 1, 2, overhead. Keep going in the same direction. Keep moving, keep moving. I'm actually going to move you back for safety reasons. There we go. I left my other dowel somewhere else, and this one's really long. Good. Keep it going. You are already halfway. Keep that breath going. Try exhaling on the rotation. And breathing. And breathing. You've got less than 10 seconds to go. Keep moving with those arms. Don't stop. And that was your 1 minute. Excellent. Good. Okay, dowel aside. Next one, you're going to grab the ball. So if you have the bender ball, I would have already put it in between your knees. So go ahead and do that if you need to stabilize with it. Okay, so just like that. If you're somebody that can't hold a ball in between your knees, or maybe you don't have a lot of tone in your legs, I wouldn't worry about it then. You don't need to do it. This is just from our people that have like the knees with a really tight adductor tone. We want to try and just bring those knees out a little bit. Okay, this next one's going to be a wood chop. So this wood chop, I want us to go only to the ear height. I don't want us going all the way up. So we want to think like if this was like a shell, a seashell, I want to listen to the seashell. I want to hear what's in it, and then I'm going to chop down to my hip or to the rim of my chair. Seashell, chop. Seashell, chop. And you can notice I'm staying upright. I'm not moving, right? I'm not tipping forward. I'm not super rotating. Like my hips are staying still. My chest is moving a little bit, but I'm basically staying super planted. Okay? 30 seconds on one side, and then I'll give us a 5-second transition, and then we go to the other side for 30 seconds. So it is a minute. Okay? Clock is starting. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Keep that breath going. Okay, tempo is up to you. Trying to get that heart rate up. You are halfway. Freeze. Other side. Ready. 5-second transition. 3, 2, and go. Second half of your minute. Keep that breath going. Stay tall. No collapsing in the back or the spine or the ribs. You're stacked right on top of your sit bones. 3, 2, and time. Awesome. Good. Okay, we're going to take a break because that's technically 3 things, right? So we have a minute kayak up, kayak overhead, and then 30-second chop, 30-second chop. Okay? Take a little breather. I'm timing you right now. We're doing 40-second rest, and then we're doing all that again. This time there's no explaining, so it's going to go a little quicker. 15 more seconds. All right, are we ready, everybody? Grab your dowel. Here we go. Okay, starting in 3. So reminder, it goes kayak, kayak, up. Okay, this time, detail. Pay attention to detail. So if you went this way and you kept going to the right first, this time you're going to go left, right, left, and then left, right, left. Okay, so that's me. I have to go left. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. 2 and up. Up. 2 and up. Really stretch those elbows to the ceiling. We don't need to look at the dowel when it goes over our head. Just keep looking forward. That's it. You are halfway, everybody. Keep that breath going. Feel those feet planted in the floor. Keep that breath going from the beginning of the class that we did. Try and incorporate that nice deep TVA activation if you can. 10 seconds. Almost there. Do what you can. Just keep moving, even if you take out the overhead. And that is your minute. Awesome. All right. I'll give you a little transition before the next wood chop. Okay, 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. Are we ready? 3, 2, and go. Breathing. Exhale as you chop. 10 more seconds on this side. Tempo might not be like mine, and that's okay. Just keep working. Everybody's different. Do your best, whatever you can do. Freeze. 5-second transition. 3, other side. 2, 1. Here we go. That's it, everybody. Almost there. 3, 2, and time. Beautiful. Okay. Break, and we're doing 3 rounds today. I'm going to give you a 1 full minute break this time. Okay? And then we have 1 more round of this before we move on. Get your water, open windows if you need to. just notice if your heart rate's up. If your heart rate isn't up, please let me know. Then that's, we should adapt something. I think most of us, though, will find that they are getting a little bit of heart elevation in this circuit. Okay, so cardio like this is beneficial in a sense that you can get a lot of benefit in a short amount of time. So as opposed to going for like a wheel, like on flat road, I'm not talking about hills, but like going outside wheeling on a flat road, you know, at a relatively like medium pace, your heart rate won't get up very much. It'll be up, and you can go for, you know, going for a while will give you a good workout, depending on what shape you're in and what abilities you have. But when you start to do higher intense things in a shorter amount of time, it's actually a different energy system we're trying to get at, and you can actually accomplish a lot in a really short amount of time. So that's what's nice about this interval work and this timed work, is it allows us to work even harder in the class, right? All right, that was definitely over your minute. So here we go. Back to your kayaks with the overhead. If you're finding that you're tuckering out before the minute, take the overhead out, because that will make it a lot easier. Just sustain your kayak for the last little bit. Okay? All right, here we go. 3, 2, and we're off. That's it. Tall, breath going, not looking at the dowel above your head. You're coming up on halfway right here. Last time with this circuit, make it your strongest one. Really rotate. This is your chance to really rotate through that belly button. 8 seconds left, everyone. 3, 2, and 1, and you are done with that. Awesome. Whew. Get your ball ready. Wood chops. 30 seconds and 30 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Getting taller, solid. Think of your thorax, your trunk being like a tree. Super solid, getting taller, not moving. 2. And that was 30 seconds, 5-second transition. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten seconds, everyone. You're almost there. 3, 2, and time. Awesome. All right. Last timed break, and then we have one more circuit to do. So I'm giving you 1 minute, and then we're going to go into a different one, okay? So we're done with your dowel. We're going to be using your ball still, and then just body weight, okay? Now is the chance to ask questions, comments, anything. If I'm adapting something or giving adaptations that aren't working for you, I love to hear about it. It only helps for future, especially if it's somebody I don't know in here. If there's something I'm giving like an adaptation that's not working for you still, I would love to hear about it, because that's how the class can get more more specific and I can adapt things even better for other people. So don't be shy if you do have a comment. I love the feedback. All right, that was your minute break. So next, you're going to use your ball, like I said. We want to keep that tall posture. The last thing we want to do here is, and it's really hard to do, is not let the chin come up. So we're going to be holding the ball, and the goal is to try and shake the ball. And we do that by extending the arms out, okay? But what we like to do is we like to balance. We get that balance. When we take this away, we like to kind of counterbalance with our head. So as best as you can, keep that chin slightly tucked. And that might mean that we don't take the arms so extended. Maybe it's in a little bit more, but we keep that chin slightly tucked, okay? So paint shakers, this is only 20 seconds long because this one's pretty intense. So we're gonna do 20 seconds paint shakers. Okay, so we'll start there and then I'll talk you through the rest. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds, nice and quick. Shake the ball or whatever you're holding like as if you're gonna shake paint up. Stretching those elbows as best as you can. Keep going, nice and quick movements. And time. Whew, good. Okay, ball aside. This might be a time to take out the ball that's in between your knees. It might get in the way. We're gonna do jacks. So these are not jumping jacks, these are just jacks, but it's the same hands. So the hands are gonna go up. And if you can clap your hands, I would want to hear a clap here, okay? Someone told me last time something they do because they've got a lot of nerve pain in their hands. Instead of clapping, they come up and they do this. And that's totally fine. So if you don't want to clap because you have whatever going on, spirit fingers at the top. And then we come down, we're going to try and clap under our legs, or you can do, when you come down, spirit fingers as well. Okay, or if you don't want to do that tip forward, or if you can't for whatever reason, maybe we're in a chest strap or something, then you're just going to bring the arms straight down and hit the sides of your chair. Okay, so we're up, clap or spirit fingers, come on down, clap or spirit fingers. Up, okay, if you are doing this tip forward, notice how I'm keeping my chest lifted. I'm not rounding down. So if you're finding that you're rounding down too much, I would say just keep that tall posture and do that slap. Okay, this is 10 reps. This one will not be timed. Actually, you know what? Let's time it. I usually don't time this one, but we're going to. And then that way everybody can stay at their pace. 30 seconds of these. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Smile. Keep that breath going. Kids love jacks. Pretend you're like 9 when jacks were fun. We're going to make them fun in here. You're over halfway. If I don't hear a clap, it's because you're doing spirit fingers. 5 seconds. Almost there. And we are done. Beautiful. All right. These are your last 2 exercises today. So take a little bit of a break. I know this can get quite intense if you're working pretty quickly or if you're really moving. So just the 2 of these together. Okay. So we have our paint shakers first. So if you did take this out from your knees, I want it back in for paint shakers. Okay. Oops. Starting in, I'll give you another 10-second break. All right, here we go, everybody. 3, paint shakers, 20 seconds. 2, 1, go. Nice and quick. Keep shaking, keep shaking. Chin tucked. Don't extend your arms so far if it gets too challenging. 3, 2, 1. Good. It's quick and dirty. All right, ball out. because then you might want to bring your feet together. That's why, your hips. Okay, so either spirit fingers at the top and the bottom, or we're clapping jacks, 30 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice and long spine here. We don't need to look at the hands. Just stay looking forward. That's it. You have 5 seconds left. How many can you get out in 5 seconds? And time. Awesome. Woo. Okay, that workout deserves a cool down. So we're going to calm it down a little bit. Go ahead and let your heart rate come down. Gather yourself. And we're going to do a nice twist. So sitting up nice and tall. I am going to be using my hands to kind of leverage to get a twist. And I'm going to look over my shoulder. My shoulders are down. Okay, and here we go. My hips aren't moving. So you rotate from the belly button. Okay, if you can't breathe in this position, you're too rotated. So just loosen up a little bit and let yourself breathe. Okay, slowly unwind that. Other side. 30 seconds on the other side. So we're rotating. I'm using my hand. I'm getting tall. I'm going to look over my shoulder. Here we go. Deep breathing. Think of that belly breath if you can. And slowly unwind that. Good. We're just going to end with a nice trap stretch. We didn't do a whole lot overhead. We did a little bit. So grabbing an imaginary $100 bill right at your chin. So make like a sexy triple chin. Grab, and then we're on the clock. We should be feeling this like up into the base of the skull and then maybe down the back. And slowly unwind. Awesome. All right. Excellent job, everybody. It's so great to see familiar names, and it's so great to see some new names in here. So thank you so much for joining. Like I said at the beginning, there is an event I posted in the chat there, a wonderful dance group, and it's called All Bodies, and they have a performance. It's free. Information is on there and how you can get a ticket. And otherwise, I really look forward to seeing all of you next week, where we'll do something different. It's different every week. And if you have any comments or questions, anything specific to you, I will hang out on here for another minute or two after. So feel free to stay and we can always have a chat. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Linda.